Hi everyone. Wherever it is you're watching me from around the world, I hope that you're having a wonderful day and that you're living your very best life possible. So, I went to sleep yesterday without knowing that I'll be posting for the very first time in 8 years today. And I woke up this morning without a clue that I'll be posting on social media for the very first time today. I decided to get off social media 8 years ago just because I wanted to find myself. I wanted to grow without any eyes, and also because I didn't want any criticism. I didn't want to post my life and have people feel like they were entitled to commenting on my life. But the reason why I'm making this video, which I will share, is because I had a long conversation with a good friend of mine today, one of my childhood best friends who ignited something in me. I have been listening to people all around the world, and there seems to be a lot of hopelessness with young people and with old people. You would think that as you get old, you get a lot more calm and stable because a lot of the things that you wanted when you were young would have been achieved already. But increasingly, I am hearing a lot of older people in their 40s and 50s and 60s just complain about life and be honest about the fact that they don't know what they're doing with their life. And so with young people, there's a lot of hopelessness in terms of being successful, which begs the question, what is success? And so I had that conversation with my friend today, and I have heard so many people echo the same sentiment. And so I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe I should contribute to spreading positivity instead of just living my life out of the spotlight, out of social media, and contribute to spreading positivity. So that's why I'm sharing this message. And the very first message that I want to send out to anyone that's watching is that what I have come to realize, I'm not saying that you should base your own life's standards based on what I'm saying. What I've come to realize is that success is not something we get to keep. It is not a destination. And so whatever it is that you're striving for, and as a human being, the chase never ends, right? Once you get something, you always want something else. And whatever it is you're looking for, once you get that thing, there's going to come a day when you get bored with it. So if it's a relationship that you're chasing, if it's a position in your career, if it's a certain amount of money you want in your bank account, if it's a certain house, car, place in the world that you want to be, someday, even if you get it, you're gonna get bored with it, and then what next? And so what has kept me going is the fact that I have come to realize that, when we say success, or when I say success, to me, success is contentment and having a stable life where you don't have to worry about bills or money or food or a place to sleep, But many people around the world associate that sort of life with boredom. I think humans have evolved to always problem solve. And so if you have a problem, you always think that, oh, I have all these problems. But then once the problems go away and you're no longer chasing money because your life is stable, then we tend to think that our life is boring, which could not be further from the truth. And so for especially young people between 21 and 34 years old, and I fall in that category, right, who are just finishing school and can't find jobs, or who are looking to move to a different country to start their lives. There's a lot going on around the world, and I just want to say that, don't give up on the chase, right? The chase is what makes life worthwhile. And don't give up on the chase, but also don't be hard on yourself, because you do not get to be young twice. One of my favorite quotes that I've ever heard is that this life we live in is not a rehearsal. It's not a dress rehearsal for our actual life. So this is the life that we live. And so do the very best that you can every single day, keeping at the back of your mind that every single person that you meet is doing their best to get through their day. So nothing they do or say is about you. And so I do my best take that advice and not take things personally. And so whether or not you get the things that you're chasing, you will still get through your journey. Whether or not people stay or people leave or whatever it is that you get or don't get along the way, you still get through your journey. And for anyone that's feeling hopeless, I just want to remind you, I'm sure this is not new, but we all need a reminder once in a while. A life well lived is not a life where you have an unlimited amount of money or unlimited access to everything in the world. A life well lived, in my opinion, is a life where you made a significant impact in people's lives. So, and when I say significant impact, I'm not talking about doing something big where everyone recognizes and acknowledges what you did. It could be something as small as uplifting someone else with a kind word, or volunteering in your community, or just mentoring someone else. And so wherever it is you're listening from, do not belittle the good things that you do. And I think that in the life that we live now, social media is so overly stimulating. We see so much every single time. At any given point in time, we see so much from around the world that we tend to belittle the things that we do. So please do not do that. And whatever it is you do, wherever you find yourself on your journey, I would say that begin by taking small steps. Set small goals for you every single day. So for instance, just set mini goals that you can check off every single day. So if you're not someone who exercises, just say, hey, today I'm going to exercise for 1 hour, right? I'm going to go out and run for 1 hour. If you're not someone who likes to organize things around your living space, say today I'm going to organize things. If not someone who goes out to help in your community, just set a mini goal and you realize how good you feel about yourself. And if you can do that every single day, I believe that this collective hopelessness that is going on just around the world, it will diminish to some extent, and people will realize that a good quality of life is curated, right? You have to want it and you have to take steps to make that. I'm not saying that I have all the answers, but I want to contribute to spreading positivity by starting a conversation here. So if you feel hopeless in any way, shape, or form, reach out and talk to people whom you trust or people you think care about you. If there is no one you can talk to, or if whatever it is that's causing you to be frustrated is not something you feel comfortable sharing, then you can do a journal video. You can journal by writing. And I've been making videos for as long as I can remember. I just don't share them publicly. This is the very first one that I'm going to share in a very long time. So if whatever it is that's bothering you is not something you want to share with the public, you can make a video and keep it in your Google Drive. A year from now, 2, 3, 5 years from now, you look back at that video and it will serve as a motivational tool for wherever you might be then, So talk to people that you trust, and also set those mini goals that I mentioned early on, because it's very helpful in keeping you sane. There's a lot going on around the world in terms of job crisis and immigration and the threat of wars and hopelessness within the youth and even older people, So I'm hoping that this is helpful